Hello, my name is Sandra and I'm 16 years old. When I was younger, I came to Gosh to have a blood sample taken. This was a normal part of my everyday care and it helped the doctors find out what was making me ill. My doctor at Great Ormond Street Hospital told me that they usually get rid of whatever is left of the sample after they have done all the tests that they need to do, but they asked me if they could keep any leftover samples so that they could use them for research. They told me that they would not be taking any extra samples from me. It was up to me whether I agreed to this or not. Samples are very helpful to people doing research. They can help us understand how an illness starts and how it progresses. I was also told that it is helpful if researchers can use my medical notes along with my sample, for example, information on my condition, treatment and progress. Researchers can also compare samples from someone with an illness with the samples of someone who does not have it to find new ways of spotting or even treating the condition. The doctors explained that they plan to store my samples at Gosh or another safe place. My doctor told me that my sample would be stored securely in locked rooms which only staff who need to would have access to. Sometimes the doctors might share my samples with researchers from other hospitals or research centres. If they do this, I can ask them not to share my medical notes, if I prefer, so the other researchers will only be able to see information from my sample but nothing else about me. Scientists might look at the cells in my sample to work out if my condition is caused by changes in my genes. Or they might look to see if my blood is different from someone else's. Or they might work with other scientists to find new treatments. It was totally up to me and my family to let the doctors keep my sample. If I didn't want to be involved, I didn't have to be. The doctors told me that if I decided to say no to letting them keep my samples, then that was fine too. I wouldn't have to tell them why, and it wouldn't change how I'm looked after at Gosh. It might take a very long time for scientists to learn something new with my samples, but in my opinion it could help people in the future. I know that I can change my mind and ask them to safely get rid of my donated samples, but for now, I want my doctors to keep my leftover sample so they can do research and help other young people with rare conditions or other illnesses.